This video covers topic 12.2 over multiplying polynomials. We start with example 1, which asks us just to simplify. For example 1, we have parentheses that we need to get rid of. In order to get rid of the parentheses, we need to distribute whatever is on the outside of the parentheses to every term inside the parentheses. So we take 3 and multiply it by 7x, 3 multiply it by negative 5. I also have a second set of parentheses on the right side. I've circled what we need to distribute in red. So we will take negative 2 and multiply it by x squared. We will also take negative 2 and multiply it by negative 3. So to simplify, 3 times 7x is 21x. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. Negative 2 times x squared is just negative 2x squared, and then negative 2 times negative 3 is a positive 6. So when we multiply, we just distribute whatever is out front to all of the terms inside the parentheses. Be careful if you have a negative 2 out front, make sure you distribute that negative 2 correctly. From here, to finalize my answer, I combine any like terms that I have, like we did yesterday on notes 11 or 12.1. So I have a total of negative 2x squareds. I have 21x's. And then I have negative 15 plus 6 for a total of negative 9, just numbers. We're going to do the same thing on problem 2. We're going to take whatever's outside of the parentheses and multiply it to all of the terms on the inside of the parentheses. Remember, if there's no number written, it's really like an invisible 1. So we're taking negative 1 and distributing it to all of the terms inside that second set of parentheses. And then we just clean this up. 3 times x squared is 3x squared. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6x. 3 times 1 is 3. Negative 1 times x is negative x, or negative 1x. And negative 1 times negative 7 is a positive 7. From here, we finalize our answer by getting rid of any repeated letters. So we have 3x squared. We have negative 6x minus x for a total of negative 7x's. And we have 3 plus 7 for a total of 10. So to solve these problems, you're taking whatever's out front of the parentheses and distributing it to every term in the parentheses, and then cleaning up anything if possible. Problem 3, we're being asked to take 3x and multiply it by everything inside of the parentheses. They've provided us with some boxes here to just keep our work nice and organized. So we're taking 3x on the left side and we're multiplying it by all of these terms. Notice that I broke up the parentheses into x squared, negative x, and 2. In order to fill in the box, we're going to multiply the side times the top. So 3x times x squared, 3x times negative x, and 3x times 2. Again, this box is just to help us keep our work neat. We're still just distributing 3x times every term inside of the parentheses. Our exponent rules tell us that if we have x to the 1 times x squared, we add our exponents. And so our exponents, basically we have 2 x's here and an x here for a total of 3 x's. So it's 3x cubed. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. X times x is x squared. Remember, these both have invisible 1s, so 1 plus 1 is 2. And then 3x times 2 is 6 x's. Now with all of these, I have x cubed, x squared, and x. These are all different terms. X cubed is like a triple burger, a double burger, and a single burger. A triple patty, double patty, single patty. If I order 6 single patty hamburgers, I better not be getting 9 quadruple patties. I'm going to be pretty angry about that because I didn't eat all that meat. So with these, I have x cubed, x squared, and x's. There's no other x's to combine with, so I simply rewrite my answer and do not combine anything. So the only way you combine is if they have the same exponents, which we do not have here. Example 4 is very similar. We're taking negative 2x and multiplying it by x squared. by negative 4x, and by a positive 6. Now, the more you practice, the more you'll realize you may not need this box, or the more you realize you might like this box. So it is completely up to you. The box just helps keep your work organized so you can see kind of where it's going and how many terms you need. So again, negative 2x times x squared, we have negative 2x cubed because my x's are increasing. 1 plus 2 is 3. Negative 2 times negative 4 is a positive 8. X times x is x squared. And then negative 2x times 6 is negative 12x. So I rewrite. Again, I don't have any terms that are repeated. I have a total of negative 2x cubes. I have 8x squareds. And I have negative 12x's. So remember that you don't combine unless you have this same exponent. Now problem 5 takes it up a notch. This time we're basically doing some double distributing. So instead of having one term and 3 boxes, we have 2 terms twice. So normally we distribute this way, this way, this way, this way. The box is doing that. It's just helping us keep our work organized. So you will put one term on top of the box and one term, the other term specifically, not the same term, on the left side of the box. We fill these in like you do Punnett squares in biology if you've done that yet. So we fill these in by doing side times top, side times top, side times top, side times top. You can also say top times side. It does not matter as long as to fill in this box you go up and left. X times x is x squared. Remember we have our exponents of 1 and 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 4 times x is 4x. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 4 is 12. So I have x squareds, 4x's, 3x's, and 12. I combine my only like terms, 4x's plus 3x's, for a total of 7x's. And that is my simplified answer. If you set your box up with x number, your diagonals should always be what you can combine. Not always, because people set their boxes up differently, but as long as you set it up, the terms how they're written, set them up like the box, then you'll be okay. And you can do that. So I take my term and write it on the top of the box, the other term on the side of the box. Note that I did minus 1 as a negative 1 and minus 5 as a negative 5, so the minus sign or the plus sign goes with the number that follows. To fill in my box, I have 3x times 2x, 2x times negative 1, 3x times negative 5, and negative 5 times negative 1. So I'm multiplying top times side. So 3x times 2x is 6x squared. Anytime you have x times x, it'll be x squared. So multiply big, add small. 2x times negative 1 is negative 2x. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. And then we have that x. Negative 5 times negative 1 is a positive 5. So I look for things that I can combine. Negative 15x's plus negative 2x's is a total of negative 17x's. So all in all, I have 6x squared, I have negative 17x's, and a positive 5 at the end. Problem 7 looks like a special case. We have 2x minus 5 all being squared. If you remember from our exponent unit, you can write this out this many times. So 2x minus 5 times 2x minus 5. These are actually not special cases. The only thing special about them is that you have to remember that they're actually not special. We take 2x minus 5 as one term on the top and 2x minus 5 as the other term on the left. To fill in my box, I still do top times side, top times side, top times side, top times side. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. Negative 5 times negative 5 is a positive 25. My x's, I have negative 10, plus negative 10 for a total of negative 20 x's. So for my total, I have 4x squareds, negative 20 x's, and a positive 25. So problem 7 looks special because you only have one parentheses written, but it's just like 5 and 6. We fill them in using Punnett squares. To fill in the boxes, you put one term or one set of parentheses on the top, one set on the left, and multiply to fill in your boxes. Problem 8 asks us to find the perimeter and the area of the rectangle below. And a picture has been drawn for us. So we have 5x minus 2 for one side length and 4x plus 3 on the other side. Our perimeter formula is 2L plus 2W. So 2 times 5x minus 2 plus 2 times 4x plus 3. You can also remember that in a rectangle, this side is the same as this side if you're a very visual person, and this side is the same as this side, and just add all your like terms like we did on 12.1. So to solve for my perimeter, I have 2 times 5x, which is 10x, 2 times negative 2, which is negative 4, 2 times 4x, which is 8x, 2 times 3, which is 6. Combine my like terms, 10x's plus 8x's is a total of 18x's. Negative 4 plus 6 is a total of 2. For the area, I need to multiply, so this is like the box that we just learned, 5x minus 2 times 4x plus 3. We multiply to fill in our box, so 4x times 5x is 20x squared. 4x times negative 2 is negative 8. 3 times 5x is 15x. And 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. For my x's, 15x's plus a negative 8x is a total of 7x's. So I have 20x squared, a total of 7x's, and negative 6 for my numbers for my total area.